Hello everyone and welcome back to Mindys Best. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. I have really loved doing these videos for you and I hope you've liked them just as much. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and thanks for being here. Today I am going to jump right in and I'm going to put on my makeup. I haven't gotten completely ready for the day. I have showered, I have brushed my hair, but I have not done the makeup portion of my getting ready routine today. So I thought I would do a get ready with me and put my makeup on and just show you a few little tips and tricks I've learned over the course of growing into a woman and wearing makeup. I love to just go all natural and wear no makeup because I am a huge advocate for natural beauty. I think that we are all beautiful in our own way and we don't need to plaster on a bunch of makeup to make us beautiful. Sometimes I just wear makeup to make me feel a little better, or if I don't know, want to add a little sparkle to my life, I wear makeup. But I am a believer that I don't have to wear makeup to feel beautiful. So having said that, I do want you to know that the products I use, they just give me a little something to give me a little boost throughout the day. So I think makeup is fun, like most girls out there. Hazy, my daughter, asks me every day, Mom, can I wear makeup today? And she makes a mess every time and she gets it on her clothes every time. But I know how much fun she has and I know how much she loves it and it just makes her feel so pretty that I just let her. But I do make sure to tell her every single day that she is beautiful, she is strong, and she's amazing because I don't think we need makeup or our hair done or a million other things to make us beautiful people. Those are just things that are fun. So let's dive right in to getting ready with me. Okay, so I will show you, this is my makeup caddy that I use and I love. I found one on Amazon similar to this. I shared it on my stories at Mindys Best on Instagram and I really like it. So you can tell it has a compartment for every single thing I need and I love it. There's one big one right here and that houses all of these eyeshadow palettes that I have. Back here are more eyeshadows, brushes, all the skincare, more skincare, little things here and there. So I really love this caddy. I'll link it down in the description below because it works so well. So as you can tell, I have nothing on my face right now. I'm gonna try really hard to look into the camera to apply my makeup rather than, and I'm gonna look slightly to the right because that's where I can see. So I have already done all my skincare. Wash your face every day. That's really important. I also apply a morning moisturizer and an evening moisturizer. Some of you have skincare regimens that you really love. Stick with those, do those, especially if they're good for your face. I particularly like the Senegence skincare line. That's what I use every day. Stick with whatever you're doing if you like it. I know there's several brands out there and some of you just stick with drugstore stuff because that works for you. Guess what? That's awesome. Stick with it. So start with a clean washed face. I went ahead and started with some moisturizer and I really like just throwing on a thin moisturizer that doesn't make my face feel oily or sweaty. I don't like to feel like I'll clog it up. So that's what I start with. Okay, I'm gonna tell you of all the products I'm gonna use today, my very favorite product I use on my face, and I've used this for about 4 years now and it's my very favorite. It is a color correcting tinted moisturizer. As you can tell, it's pretty much gone. This is my favorite. So this is made by Senegence particularly. It will color correct up or down 3 shades. And so it's really great for a lot of different skin colors because it can adjust to your skin color. So I've done one pump on my finger and I'm just going to dab it and I do one little swipe on that side, one on that side, one on my forehead. I just put it evenly throughout my entire face. Now, I just rub it in with my hands. I just like to get it nice and even. I am not a huge fan of foundation. It makes me feel like I am just like clogging up my face with a ton of makeup. I, over the years, have gotten a lot of like little sun marks on my face. I wasn't super great at wearing sunscreen when I was younger. All of you people, wear sunscreen. I have just noticed like little dots all over and those aren't my favorite, but I feel like this color correcting tinted moisturizer covers it just enough that you can't see them as much. So I'm gonna rub that in really well. All right, now you can still see my natural skin. I want that because I like that natural beauty. There might be days if you're going to like a fancy party, throw on the foundation, layer it on. That is great. I just don't like that for my everyday look. Typically at this point, I would fill in my brows a little bit. I like to tint my eyebrows. I did a little video on that on Instagram. I bought a little kit to tint my eyebrows and it works wonderfully. So I'm not going to do that today. But the next thing I'm going to do is I really like this Grande Lash. This is what I use. I buy it at the beauty supply. This is how I get my lashes long. They're long and full. So open it, get off the excess, and then you put it right along the lash line. And I really, really think that this helps. There's several brands out there. There's Babe Lash, there's Borboleta. There are so many different brands of eyelash serum. This happens to be my favorite, and I've had really great success with it. So I put that on, and I'm gonna let it dry for a minute. And while I'm letting that dry, I am going to work on my blush. If I don't wear blush, I feel like my face looks like I am dead. Some people have natural color in their cheeks. I'm not one of those lucky ladies. So I use Shadow Sense. This is actually an eyeshadow, believe it or not. I really like it. And I just put 2 dots on each side of my cheek. Then take your handy little brush and you just blend, blend, blend. So I just like to really work it in so it looks natural. Just a little bit of color, and then just work it in your skin. I will tell you one thing you're not going to learn in this video from me. I do not know how to contour, and I do not know how to highlight. So again, this is just an everyday natural beauty look. So it's just gonna be the basics. I do feel like as I'm getting older, my eyes are looking more dark, and I'm like, no, I don't wanna look older and dark. So this is an actual foundation. It's a tester that I've bought, and I just like to do a lighter foundation right underneath my eyes. I look like I'm from the movie Avatar right now. And then I just take a smaller brush and I just rub it in underneath my eyes, and this is just gonna make my eyes not look so tired. Oh my heck, are we all just feeling like life is just dragging us down some days? So you know what? If I can make it look brighter and more awake, I'm going to do it. I will tell you, if you do have brows that you want to fill in that are not tinted, I should tell you that. I use just a darker brown eyeshadow. This is all I use. I really like it. Honestly, if you wanna know, this is brand Ardell. I don't even know what brand that is. And I bought it at Ross. So this is not an area that you need to spend a ton of money on when it comes to filling in your brows. I'll do a little bit so I can show you. And I just go in and just fill them in just a little bit. Just to darken them up a little bit. Do you guys remember whenever like having regular brows was normal? Now having like filled in brows is like the thing. Just fill them in just a little bit, just to give them a little bit of a darker look. Okay, I'm gonna keep you guys zoomed in for just a minute while I put on my eyeshadow. This happens to be my very favorite eyeshadow. I love it. I love it, I love it. And I found it a while ago from Instagram. Someone was promoting it and I bought it. I didn't realize that I was gonna love it as much as I did. I bought it with this brush set. So these are the 2 that I love. And the really cool part about it is, I'll tell you really quick. This is my favorite one. It's called Flirty. And you can tell down here, each eyeshadow has a different number. And the cool part about it is eyeshadow number 1 goes with brush number 1. So it's very easy to figure out if you're like, I do not even know where to start with my makeup. So now that you have the coordinating brush with the eyeshadow, it tells you right here where to put that specific eyeshadow. So I almost call this like makeup for dummies. And that's how I felt when I bought it. I was like, I don't know where to put this. I really like this one. It tells me exactly where it goes, and I feel like it's really helpful. And I have talked with the company and worked with them before, and so if you like this, it's called Flekk. I found them on Instagram, and if you use code Mindy, you can get 20% off. So that's just a perk of having it be one of my favorites. So now we're gonna get started. I'm going to use the palette Flirty. I have all of their palettes. They're all amazing. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in. Let's get nice and close and almost evade each other's bubbles. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to go in with the palette, and I'm going to use brush number 1. I'm just going to use this first one, and I am going to put this one all over my eyelid. And I really like this because it has a shimmer. I'm a huge fan of the shimmers. Some people aren't. Some people would just rather do the matte colors that don't have any. I like those. And when I do this one, I like to go just in the corner of my eye as well. Gives it a little sparkle right in the corner. See that? And I really like that. I feel like it just makes your eye just kind of glow a little bit. So again, I'm gonna do the very same thing on the next eye. This palette does come with the matte version for the all over. I just happen to like, I like the shimmer, I like the sparkle. What girl doesn't? So I'm going to go in on this second eye and do the very same thing. Next, I'm going to take number 2, brush number 2, and eyeshadow number 2. I'm gonna tell you guys, I like to put a little bit more in the crease than I like to put on the actual eyelid. I like to fudge it a little bit. So I put this one in my crease, and I like to do it just in that corner a little bit and drag it out. All right, see, so you have that pretty highlight right there. I really love that look. So I'm gonna go in again and do the very same thing on the next eyelid. And then I love to go in that corner. Okay, then we have number 3. This is the crease. So I go in with a little bit of that and put it just on top, just to brighten up that color just a little. And blend it so that you're blending not only this top color and this one right here, you're blending them kind of all together so that they flow. You don't have like a straight line where your eyeshadow, you don't want it to look liney. You want it to all blend together so it looks really pretty. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. And if you feel like, oh no, I went too high on this, or I covered up most of that lighter color, guess what, it's makeup. You can play with it, you can do whatever you want. You can go back in and add a little bit more to highlight the top of your brow bone. Super simple. Lastly, there is number 4. It's a liner, and I'm gonna go in with this really awesome little liner brush that I love. I literally just tap it on there because this is a very, very stark color. And I just tap it right along where you would put eyeliner. Okay, so now all of my eyeshadow is done and I really, really like it. So now that that's done, my eyebrows are done, my tinted moisturizer is on, my blush is done. Now it's time to do mascara. So for mascara, there's 2 products that I really, really love that I wanna show you. This first one is called Undersense. It's made by Senegence and it's really great. It's kind of like a primer. The next one is called Lash Sense. It's really great. I love to use these 2 together. And I always, of course, use an eyelash curler. Okay, when it comes to doing mascara, I love to use an eyelash curler and I will just put it on and I will get nice and close and just hold it there for about 10 to 15 seconds. A lot of you have probably tried an eyelash perm. That is really awesome. Those keep your eyelashes nice and curled, although salons are not an option right now, so we're not doing those. And then I kind of just crimp it a few times and it comes out nice and curled. See the difference between this eye and this eye? This one, the eyelashes just naturally go up. These are like a couple bucks at the grocery store, so this is key for me. And then I'm gonna go in with the Undersense. This is kind of different because it's white. You're probably like, what are you putting on? This is so strange. I just go on and put it on the entire upper lash. Just like that. Looks kind of strange, right? I'm gonna go do this very same thing to the next eye, and I'm gonna let this dry for just a minute. You can tell how long my eyelashes are right now. And that's all from using that Grande Lash. Okay. Okay, next is my favorite, the Lash Sense. You guys, they make this in waterproof and regular. I won't wear the waterproof unless I absolutely have to because I prefer to just wear the regular. It's easier to get off at night. And for me, it's all about getting it off. Okay, couple things. Don't do this to your mascara. That's what I used to do and I was taught that is really wrong to do because it's just getting air inside of your mascara and drying it out. So if you wanna feel like you're getting more on the wand, twirl it. Twirl it around inside there, pull it out, and I always wipe off the end. I start at the base of my eyelashes and I kind of close my eye on it. And guess what? I just got some right there. That can all be fixed. It's also really hard to put mascara on in a camera. So I kind of like to go over it quite a few times to get some thicker, fuller looking lashes. Okay, I've done the top. Now I'm just gonna go through and do the bottom. And I just like to put just a little bit on there. Do you see the difference that makes in your eyes? How much more it opens up your eye and shows how truly beautiful your eyes are. Okay, so my eye makeup is all done, my eyelashes are done, and you can tell from now that I have the mascara on, you can tell just how long my lashes are. That using this Grande Lash is absolutely amazing. I really love it and I've used it for years. And I feel like the perfect thing you need to finish off your face is a little bit of lip gloss. I have 2 lip glosses that I like. One of them is going to be Lip Sense. It's absolutely amazing. This is just a gloss. It's not normally the spray. So they have several different glosses. They have lipstick that is amazing. So you put it on and it literally doesn't smear. You can wipe your hands across your face and it does not come off. I've used bright red. You do the lipstick and then you put on a gloss and it seals it in. It stays on perfectly. I love it. I love it. It's such a great product. But sometimes, especially right now, I am just gonna do a simple look. I found these Shine Cosmetics lip glosses that I really, really like. I have Spirited and Admired. Admired seems to be my favorite kind of color. This is also really similar to a color I wear in Lip Sense that I really loved called Roseberry. That one's one of my favorite lipsticks. But I'm just gonna go in with the lip gloss today, make it nice and simple, and put it on. I feel like it just gives your face that added pop of color and kind of makes you look even more ready. So my full face of makeup, super simple. I know that this is probably a longer video, makes it look like it took me forever, but really I can do this makeup in like 5 to 7 minutes. Some days I'm a little bit more like elaborate with it and I like to get a little bit more fancy. Some days I just throw in the bare necessities and do like my color correcting tinted moisturizer. I wear this every single day. So if there's one product you're like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it, it'd be this guy. He's my favorite. Throw on some mascara and some lip gloss and we are good. But this is like a full face of makeup that I love. And you know what, like I say, you don't need makeup to feel beautiful because you all are beautiful. We all look different. We're all designed differently and that's how it's supposed to be. But it is kind of fun to just feel a little fancy with some makeup. So there's my makeup routine for you guys all. I hope you like it. Most of the products that I use will be linked down below. These ones you do have to find a distributor to get them through. If you don't know someone, I'll put down below a distributor that you can find that can get you all of your products. And then Flekk, like I said, that's also a favorite of mine. I'll link that down below as well as Shine. So I love all the products. I use several different ones. They're all amazing. But you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching this makeup tutorial. I hope you find it something that's easy for you to do and maybe you learned a trick or two today. So you guys make sure, as always, to do your best because your best is enough. Give it your all every single day. Whether you're wearing makeup, you have curled hair, or whatever it is, you don't need to do any of that. You just be you and be your best. And I promise you that you will truly find how beautiful you really are. You can't give more than you have inside you, so give it your best, and that's enough. I love you guys so, so much. Make sure to subscribe down below and to like this video, and also leave down in the comments of some things that you would like me to video. We'll see you guys later.